Hey everyone, I'm the TheSegaStoner, and guess what? It's Wednesday first, not Friday first, it's Wednesday first, yeah! Today, I'm gonna be, talking about an experience, and I'm gonna have someone else talk about an experience, and then it's gonna be an experience that you're having with us having an experience. You get it? So, without further ado, I'm gonna pass it off to Bryan Trusty.
Hey, thanks TheSegaStoner. It's Bryan Trusty here, and I'm talking about my first times playing Phantasy Star Online on the Dreamcast. This one. This is a good one. This is version 2. I don't have version 1. I need to get version 1. Anyway, on to first times playing Phantasy Star Online. Phantasy Star Online was the first console MMORPG. It's massively multiplayer online RPG. And RPG means role-playing game. Phantasy Star Online was awesome when I first saw it. And I didn't play EverQuest or anything like that. I didn't play Asheron's Call. I knew a lot of people that did play those games, but I wasn't a big fan. But when I found out that Phantasy Star Online was coming to the Dreamcast, and it was based on the Phantasy Star universe, and it was going to be a massively multiplayer online RPG, I was really excited, actually. One of the things I liked about Phantasy Star Online over things like EverQuest, and this is going to kill some people, is the simplicity of it. Actually, I like the fact that it was more simple. And I believe that was because it was built for a console rather than the PC. But regardless, Phantasy Star Online is an awesome game. I played on the Dreamcast first, but could only experience the one-player version of the game, which was a lot of fun, and I beat it at least 2 times, I think, on the Dreamcast. Then when I picked it up on the GameCube and got the broadband adapters, when I started shelling out $10 a month to play this game. $10 a month, totally worth it. The character customization was awesome. For some reason, I always felt like I had to make myself a gigantic robot with a tiny torso. The graphics were beautiful. I enjoyed the music. And hey, Phantasy Star Online for the Dreamcast. At the time, there weren't that many online video games, and most of them were on the Dreamcast, console-wise. But Phantasy Star Online was the best online game on the Dreamcast, in my opinion, which is probably why they ported it to the GameCube, the Xbox, and the PC. Interestingly enough, you can still play this game online. PC version plays online really easy, the GameCube version you can still play online, and even the Dreamcast version can be played online. To play it online, just Google it. They still have servers. This is a Phantasy Star Online official strategy guide for version 1, but also works on version 2 because, as you know, they had the same maps. So, my first impressions when I first started playing Phantasy Star Online were awesome. It sucked me in. It took my money. I bought it on different systems. I had the Xbox version, the GameCube version, the Dreamcast version, and I played Blue Burst on the PC, which is another version. Yeah, it's great stuff. I loved it when I first saw it. So first impressions awesome, last impressions awesome. Phantasy Star Online, prepare yourself for the next level. Wednesday 1st.
So, you heard his memory of Phantasy Star Online. Now it's time for you to hear mine. Yeah, mine. Ooh, he's making shiny lights. Well, first off, you know what? The first time I played Phantasy Star Online, it was on the GameCube. It was. I found it at a Value Village, and I picked it up, episode 1 and 2. Popped it in and told the wife to sit down, and we played it up. We enjoyed it quite a bit. It's very difficult-ish, if you will, to get into it at first because I really wasn't a MMORPG kind of person, and yeah, I only played it a couple times. But then I found it on the Dreamcast, and as a Dreamcast lover, and not so much a GameCube lover, I gave it more time, and honestly, I found it more enjoyable on the Dreamcast. Now, it could be because, the Dreamcast is awesome, and the GameCube is not as awesome by any means at all. So, yeah. Then I got it on here. So So I'm going to talk about it on here. Maybe. I don't know. How am I supposed to do that? I popped it in, I sat down, I played. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I still play it. I have version 1. Bryan Trusty had version 2. What's the big difference? Some minor stuff, some level up stuff, some slightly different stuff. Essentially the same game. Yeah, but guess what? Mine comes with a demo of Sonic Adventure 2. I can't really go into much detail because it was, let's see, it wasn't that long after I started my channel, actually, that I played it on the GameCube. Yeah. What can I say? It's a good game. You go out, you grind. You need to do a bit of grinding, I'm not gonna lie. If you're unprepared in the game, you will die horribly, and you're gonna be like, why can't I succeed? It gets some pretty hardcore stuff. I mean, if you get to the crazy dragon, spoilers, you know, and that's just early on, and you haven't been grinding, shoo, please. So, personally, I'd like to get a broadband adapter for the Dreamcast and play online. Bryan Trusty, want to play together? You know, or maybe I'll figure out how to hook it up to my computer. We'll do it like that. I've actually contacted phone and internet companies asking about dial-up. Maybe I could do that. Although oddly enough, dial-up's more expensive than, you know, good internet. So, yeah. I don't know, it's been a while since I've done Wednesday First. I probably just rambled. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because it's Wednesday First, not Friday. First is Wednesday First. Yeah. Peace.